All right, guys, this is live at the Hamfest in Tampa, Florida. And I'm getting things set up in the background here, so just give me a second. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures. And on today's adventure, we're back in ham radio. And instead of Georgia, this time we're in Florida. And we're at the big Hamfest here in the Tampa area. Not the biggest one I've been to, but I got to tell you, it's a nice Hamfest. Very cool. I'm just trying to get this configured here. Damn it. All right, I think I saw Victor in there. Thanks for being here, buddy. All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be trying out the new gimbal today. I got a brand new gimbal on here, and this gimbal is really cool because it does a lot of really neat things, and it allows me to control the camera. Basically, it comes with a little remote. And it allows me to basically pan you guys around. You can look around, you can look up with it, you can look down with it. And not only is it a gimbal, not only does it keep my camera perfectly straight, but what's really cool about it is I can adjust that with this, and this clips into the thing and becomes my thumb control on the handle, but it's also remote as well, which is really cool. All right, so I've got it set on multi-axis. I can have it only keep it straight, only keep it like this, only, but I've got it set right now on all axes, meaning that it's going to try its best to give you guys the smoothest ride possible. Now I'm broadcasting through my AT&T Air card. These are called a jetpack, and this is what I'm literally broadcasting through right now. We are not using the venue's Wi-Fi. We're using our own internet. I also have another phone there that I can put chat on, or I can look up facts about the venue or whatever. And it's all set up on a handy tripod that folds up into a monopod. So basically it works really good for broadcasting. Now, today you can see we've got vendors all the way down the stretches, the entire length of this hallway. And then also we've got all the way down here as well. This is the lady that I bought this name tag from in Atlanta, right over here. The same people do all the Hamfests, a lot of the same people. So it is true, if you go to a bunch of Hamfests, you'll probably see a lot of the same people. Yeah, and that's true. All right, so there you go. We're going to take a walk around in here first, and then we're going to take a walk around the outside and see how that goes. So I want you guys to just check it out. Let me know what the gimbal looks like. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat room. We are going to be going live in the car after we get done here. We'll be doing a live drive through Tampa. And then also, once I get done with that, tonight at 9 p.m., we will be live with the Sights and Sounds of Earth on a special meteor edition. Tonight is actually the Perseid meteor shower. Or is it Geminids? I forget. I think it's the Geminids. But anyway, that meteor shower peaks out tonight between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m., 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And I plan to be live for some of that. We're going to be watching the skies tonight. So that's tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Starship Adventures. And then again, a live drive later today, sometime mid-afternoon. But for right now, I'm going to stay on for a little while with you guys. Let's see how it goes. We're going to test out the Air card, the AT&T Air card, which is called a jetpack. And we're also testing out the new gimbal, which is an EX. It's made by Steady. It's an EX3 Steady. And it comes with the cute little, look at that. Is it not the cutest little remote you've ever seen in your life? Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like here. So I'm going to stick the remote back into the gimbal. And then now we are going to I'm going to move the gimbal back over to center on my pole. And then what I do is I just lift the pole up. It's going to jiggle just a little bit here. I pull in the handles, and now I can carry this thing around just like this. And man, it looks like it's giving you guys a really smooth view. Doesn't look like it's working right. Hold on, let me see. That's weird, guys. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, here we go. Let's take a little walk and see how this looks. What's nice about this is I don't have to hold the pole straight up. The phone will stay leveled with the ground the whole time. It gives you guys a nice smooth run here, so you can see everything. When I go back and look at my lives, what I notice about my lives is that I tend to jiggle a lot and move around a lot. I want to show you guys something really special here. These are CB radios, and these are called the President Edition radios. And what's really cool about these is each series of these 40-channel CB radios is actually named after one of our presidents. See, there's a McKinley, an Andy, Bill. That's Bill. Hi, I'm a CB radio. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, I'll mount that right on my desk.
CB, and those are 10 12-meter AM/FM side band.
Yeah, and then you've got the Johnson, the Ronald Reagan.
These are 10 meter here.
Yeah.
CB.
And see, they got the Ronald Reagan. That's the Ronald Reagan 10 meter right there. And
last Lincoln in the country.
Yeah, that's probably one of the last Lincolns in the entire country.
That is the last one.
You sure, huh?
The engineer for president, and I can tell you that I grabbed that case off the shelf and
I'm trying to find Joseph because I want to let him know that he's really into the president model CB radios.
I got the deal for that with the antenna, the mic, and the radio.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't picked it up yet. I really am.
Well, whoever does, today's the last day.
Yep, there you go. All right, so there you go. You can get pretty much whatever you want here. A lot of used equipment, a lot of new equipment. I'm going to show you in just a few minutes some people that are here that can that have all the parts. I mean, literally all the new parts. And then down here, there's people that have all used parts. So like if you need a certain bolt, I came in here today needing a specific thread bolt for my amateur radio antenna. And I was actually able to find the exact bolt I wanted over here in these bends. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? It's everything you could ever imagine that you might need. Those are all patches there and pocket knives, and it's a little bit of everything, and a lot of bolts and different things. So yeah, each person has his own little thing that he does. This is here. This is great. These are, look at this, is military connectors. These are all the old military connectors for the old mil-spec equipment. So like if you bought some old military radios and you needed a certain kind of crazy wild plug to go in it, you probably would find it. This is where you would come to find something like that, because it's basically just, that's what it's for. That's what this place is actually for. Here's another great example here. All kinds of different kinds of wire, but look at this. Whatever you need here. This is all antenna parts. Look at that. Just every kind of part in the world. Hey, what's up?
We're getting ready to go, not leaving right now second, but soon.
Okay.
So, and if you want to stay longer,
I may, because I'm going to set the antenna up and do a live on the way back.
Okay.
So So you guys just head back when you're done, and I'll meet you there in an hour or two.
Okay.
All right. I'll probably grab me a burger or something on the way.
I think
Too.
we're gonna go to one of them. Want to do a Taco Bell or something.
All right. I'll meet you guys back there in a little while. All righty. We'll see you later. Oh, hey, I bought that Motorola. I 35 bucks. It's that whatever that Max Track one I showed you. Didn't I show you that one?
Yeah.
I bought it. Yeah, and I went and bought the connector I need to hook my antenna up to it. And I also bought the exact power plug that goes in the back of it. So it's ready to go. It's ready to install. And I also got the triple magnet to go on the roof. And I also found the stud. I found an old used one.
I totally forgot they had the stuff in here.
I found an old used one. Then I found a brand new one. So I went ahead and I've got 2 studs now. So, you cannot have enough studs.
That's right.
But anyway, I just wanted to let you know I got both of those things and a red foam cover for one of my highball microphones. So that's kind of cool. And just stupid shit mostly. But that's it. I'm spent out. I got $16 left. I'm saving that for lunch. I got money on the card, but I promised myself I would not swipe the card in here today. I brought 160 bucks, and that was all I can spend.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
200. I bought my friend. I bought him a mobile, an older Kenwood for Icom for like 50 bucks. I got him an antenna and a mount for it. It was coax. So he's got a new mobile station he can put up.
Did you see this?
I like it. This is super cool.
You know what's neat about it? Watch this. Look at this. I already did a one shot down there with me where I'm showing people around using the tripod. Isn't that amazing? I think that's awesome.
Nothing like using a motor to spin around the handle while you're holding it.
Well, it's smoother
cool.
though. It's smoother.
Yeah. And I love how it keeps it centered.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah.
We'll be. I'll be back. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not in a rush. I might walk around here again and spend that $16. I'm going to. All right, let's go around the outside over here. All right, I'm gonna get some feedback here in the chat room. Let's see. Used to have a Lincoln and Uniden. Good radios. Yep. In the 70s, I used a realistic 1.5. Yeah, I had realistic CBs when I was a kid. You definitely like the standard. You used to have one, Gator. There's something a little special about those presidential ones. I mean, if I was ever going, I'm telling you, I'm not a CB guy, but if I ever decide, hey, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to install a CB in my car. If I ever decided one day that I was going to do that, I would absolutely do it. Hey, how's it going?
Hell of a selfie stick you got there.
You like that?
Where do you stick that thing?
Don't ask questions like that. That's dirty. These guys do wire connectors. Look at this.
Watch our stripping.
Wire strippers.
These self-adjustable wire size. There's no die holes. Does up to 10 gauge down to little 26 gauge wire.
Look at that.
That's stranded. You're not nicking strands.
How much is that?
25. One for 25. Two for 45. There's 10 gauge wire. You're not nicking it.
Oh,
you got
my
a trailer
Lord.
light repair. That quick and easy.
Look at that,
And
guys.
if you're in a tight spot under a dash or working on a piece of equipment, short wire, most strippers wouldn't fit. You can nose in the really awkward
That's
areas.
really cool.
Now, if you want to splice in the middle of a wire, we can tie into it. Go right over the wire where you want to tie into it. It opens up nice and clean.
That's amazing.
Now, if you're doing connectors where you need the same amount stripped every time, we got to stop right here. Adjust after the length of strip. Put the wire stop. You got the same consistent amount going in every connector. And here's our website, quickstrip.info.
There you go, guys, right there. Quickstrip.info.
Get them while they last.
Yep.
And remember, it makes a great Christmas gift. Nothing says I love you more than a stripper on Christmas morning.
That's right. I agree with that. With him and the poles and you and the strippers, I don't know what's going on over here. All right. Well, there you go, guys. You see it there. I may come back and see you guys. I'm not sure. I'm going to see how the money holds out.
Sure.
But man, I like that. I will eventually own one of those for sure. All right, a few spots over here, and here's the Brandon Amateur Radio Society, and a lot of the clubs come in and they set up tables. Some of the clubs will sell old equipment as a way to support their club, or a lot of times they will, believe it or not, they will sell rigs that belong to dead hams. And what they're doing is they're getting the money back for their wife or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of that in ham radio. A lot of people don't realize it, but most of the clubs, they have a program where when your loved one dies and you're not into radio and no one else is into radio, then what they'll do is they will come in and they'll take everything and they'll uninstall it and take it out and clean it all out, and then they'll sell it and they'll give her half and the other half gets donated to the club. So it's a great way to end a legacy, I guess you would say, with these beautiful old Heathkit radios and things like that you just hate to see lost one day, you know. And so by selling it to another ham, you're keeping that legacy alive. You know, you're keeping the radio alive. My radio has my big radio at home, my ICOM 756 Pro 2. I'm the third ham. The first two are dead. So I've bought that after silent key twice. And that's how you do it, you know? That's really how you do it. Look at those little antennas. Little wire antennas.
So many different configurations you can build, but
these are like little throw antennas that you can use. Very cool. Very, very neat. And I just bought a radio from these gentlemen over here. Very nice folks. Auxiliary Communication Service, Pasco County, Florida. That's about where we're at. We're up here in Tampa, which is Hillsboro, but I think we might be east of there, so it might actually be Pasco here. I'm not sure. But it don't matter. Everybody crosses over. And this is the nice lady that I bought my name tag from. And they have great stuff here. Let me show you guys that. They make beautiful stuff here. That's their website, thesignman.com, and that's where I got my name tag. Isn't that cool? I want you guys to see that. Thesignman.com. And they do online orders. You can send your custom graphics to them, and they will they'll take your custom graphic and they'll put it on hats. They'll put it on name tags, whatever you want to put it on. All right, so this one here, this is my favorite place. These people, they sell everything here. Everything. I mean, every kind of connector, and it's all new stuff. Look at this. They sell those are all antennas over there. Those are all antenna connectors. These are all 12-volt power systems and power disconnects and power plugs and every kind of thing you could imagine right there. Look at this. These guys are in a lot of different Hamfests. I've seen them at several Hamfests already. I've bought hundreds of dollars worth of stuff from them. I bought one of those foam things for my microphone at home, and I bought one of those pigtails over there to go on that new Motorola radio that I just bought. And then they got great antennas. These are the ham sticks right here. Ham sticks, not a bad price on ham sticks. 75 meter ham stick, $36. That's $20 for ham sticks. I mean, we're talking, really good prices here. I bought a couple of these 5/8 wave NMOs last time I saw these folks up in Atlanta, and they have been great antennas. Here we go. These are stationary mount base station antennas. You can get some real good gain with some of these stacked collinear antennas, and these work really well. But they got every kind of freaking antenna you could ever imagine here. And the prices are reasonable. I mean, they really are. There's your you've got magnets over there. You got all the different things here. The magnets are really great because you can stick it on your car when you're doing the ham stuff, and then you can take it off during the week when you're at work. The sun rots equipment. It rots everything you do. It's terrible. And so you want to keep the sun and the weather and the rain and everything off of that. And so the best way to do that is to just take it off completely off your car when you're not doing ham stuff. So that's just the best way to do it. There you go. Look at that. Neat stuff. And we are right now, let's see, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock is kind of like as long as everybody stays at one of these events. You'll start seeing in the next 30 minutes while we're still on the air, you'll see people start packing up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's predominantly older folks that get into this stuff. I don't know exactly what it is that creates that, but I think a lot of it is just the fact that they get up early. They're older folks. They get in here. They get set up, and by 2 or 3, there's nobody left. People are starting to filter out. There's not that many people here, and so there's just no sense in staying open till. As a matter of fact, I heard them talking earlier that this Hamfest used to go to like 3 or 4 o'clock, and they keep cutting it back. I think it's over at like 2 today, and that makes sense because it's just not. If the people are not staying, then there's no sense in having it open. I'd rather you reduce the time by a few hours and get a better concentration of people, you know. But anyway. There's a bunch of those wireless chargers. Boy, they come in handy. I've got one in my pocket right now in case I run into trouble during this broadcast. I can immediately plug the phone in. I even let me show you guys what I got here. This is my battery, and I have the wires already set up on it, and it clips right on here. And I can charge either of the phones. I can also charge the gimbal, and I can also charge the air card, all from that one battery. And I can stay live for probably about 6 hours at least, just like we are right now. Here's these tough books. I looked at these last time. I kind of want one of these just to play around with. They are really cool. These are Panasonic tough books. And they're MDTs, mobile data terminals, basically from the old days. But these are fairly new. They still make them like this. And I want to get a hold of one of these that still works. That has like Windows 7 or Windows 10 in it. And I think it would be cool. There's a bunch of those thin clients you can see there. The Think Center thin clients, those Dell. That's what I'm running in the studio on all of my secondary channels. I'm running those thin clients right there, but I would like to have one of these, but you can't broadcast with it. It's not set up with the graphics and the things that you would need to broadcast on it. I don't know how much this is. It says Windows 10, but there's no price. I really hate when they don't put prices on stuff. But what's neat about these tough books? What's neat about them is they're literally like a little briefcase that you carry around. You see that? And they became very popular with the police departments because of the rugged nature of the thing and how it's built. And so you can see why that would become pretty popular with law enforcement. I don't see anybody here. I'd ask them how much that is, but I couldn't buy it today anyway. There you go. Memories, RAMs, ROMs. Yep. Computers. Computers are a big deal right now. There's an old Windows XP tough book. That's an older one, $85. And the reason that's important, you're wondering, why would I want an old system, an old computer? That's a rugged computer. It still works. It's got XP in it. You can run all of your programming software for all of your radios in that. And that's something you can put away. for a rainy day, if you know what I mean. You could put all your manuals in there, all your everything in there, and then put it in a ferrite cage so that it's safe from EMP pulses and something like that. And that would be something I would consider for that. Yeah, look at all this stuff, man. Now, in just a few minutes, we're going to go outside. I'm going to show you around. We're actually at the Plant City, Florida, right near Tampa. That's just east of Tampa, right off of Interstate 4. And where we are right now is called the Strawberry Festival Grounds. And I'm going to show you a little bit around outside here in just a minute as we get out there. That's it. We just did the whole vendor area in here. But see, if like I bought a Motorola earlier, went in here, found the exact piece that I needed. I am at the Strawberry Festival Fairgrounds in Plant City, Florida, at the Tampa Hamfest. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Let's see here. Okay. All right, here we go. Outside. And you can see here we've got big stadium up here. All right, so I guess I'm not doing this right here. I was thinking about doing a little bit of a live here, but standing here talking for a minute, but maybe it's not a good spot. They're literally cutting concrete right over here. So you know what? This thing's crooked. I just noticed. There we go. That looks about right. That looks like it's on horizon. But anyway, yeah, if you look up here, you'll see this is like a big stadium here. Big huge grandstand. See the testing sign down there? That testing sign down there is where they're doing the amateur radio testing. One of the big things they do at these Hamfests is they always make sure to get some testing done. To try to get some more people into ham radio, or maybe to advance people. Maybe somebody is already a tech, and we want to go ahead and encourage them to go ahead and become, a general or an extra or whatever. And so they'll have the testing right here at the Hamfest to make it easy. So you can bring your buddy, and he can go take his test right here, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can get some more people involved in amateur radio. But there you go. There's a look around. There's them working over there on the sidewalk over there. They're putting down some new bricks on the sidewalk. And then there you go. So they do have games here. I'm not even sure exactly what. But anyway, there's the entrance. And all right. So there we go. Let's get this thing back centered up here. And we're going to walk over. You've only seen half of it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go look at the other half. I hope this new gimbal is making the experience better for everybody. It seems to be holding the camera pretty firmly, and I'm able to balance the pole really well. So hopefully it's giving you guys a good experience. All right, so you can see over here, this is a what they call the tailgate area. And there's always usually a tailgate area. That's where people will come and spend a small amount of money, and they'll get to set up their equipment outside, and then you can go through it. I usually find the better deals at the in this part over here. This is all usually used stuff, and you can normally find some really cool stuff. Wow. Just set a repeater. Okay. Good, nice mask mount. Hey now. It's a pretty cool deal. Got the fan built in and everything. It's kind of amazing that older radios really retain their price. I mean, there's back there the 15-year-old radios, they're in decent shape. Still $600. I mean, the HF radios, as long as they work well, will always retain their price. Okay, so I came down through here earlier. I found the stud I needed. I used one right over here, and I bought it. And you still here?
Is that a vanity?
Still here?
Yeah, I guess I am. Haven't been. This was the last time I was going to grab. And then I had to say about a week ago. How are y'all doing? Are you okay to go?
Other than maybe putting the antenna on my car, I'm just going to walk around here and I'm done. But
They're at the truck. They didn't tell me they're waiting on us.
all right, I'll meet you guys back there because I want to take my time. So I'll meet you guys back there. I'll call you when I get close. All right, so here you go.
Thanks,
You what? And I'm a believer.
Me too.
That's why anytime I go with someone to an event or to anything, one of the things that I do, and this is kind of crazy, but one of the things I do is I generally will bring my own car. And the reason I'll bring my own car is because I like to be able to come and go, and I like to be able to stay if I want to stay or go, whatever. And I don't want to inconvenience other people. I want to have all my stuff with me too. So it usually means what I end up doing is I end up driving myself to the event in my car usually. And of course, my front seat's completely full of stuff. So everybody else rode with him. We had some 5 or 6 different people from our little radio club up here that we have north of Tampa. But yeah, this is the main gates right up there. It looks like. I guess that's where everybody comes in for the Strawberry Festival. I don't know a lot about it. I actually came to a Strawberry Festival. Boy, there's some old radios there. I actually came to a Strawberry Festival when I was young. I was probably 14, 15 years old. My uncle lived in. My aunt and uncle lived in Thinota, Sassa, which is right next to Plant City. And Charles, what you doing?
Just asking about you. I saw Joseph, but I forgot his name. Doing okay?
I'm live on the air, but I'm pointing it that way. What you doing?
Same old thing. Good seeing you.
My buddy Charles from down in Fort Myers. I know you told me you come up to stuff like this. I didn't even think I'd see you up here though.
I ride with Bill. Otherwise, I don't go out of town hardly ever.
That's cool. I got to come by the swap shop. I haven't been by there in 4 months.
Just today, and it's the 2nd and 4th Saturday.
Yeah. I'll get by there. I've been out of town. I've been doing YouTube stuff.
I asked Joseph
So.
about you. I recognized him, but I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah. Well, a lot of activity on the radio today. We got 2-meter call and a lot of people talking on it. It's kind of cool. This is not a big Hamfest, but it's a wonderful Hamfest. It's a
Y'all
great.
slow it down.
Yeah. Well, I went to Atlanta, the Stone Mountain one in Atlanta, and it was a little bigger than this, but not a lot bigger. Just maybe about 30% bigger. but both very good Hamfests. The lady that does the name tags is in there. They're really nice, really good. And then right when you walk in, there's that big one that does all the parts and the antennas. That's my favorite place.
Scott and Jill.
I
Tower Electronics.
Yes, I think so. They got the huge one with all the racks of antennas.
And then behind them is.
I've spent $400 with them over the last 2 Hamfests.
They come to Fort Myers too.
Yeah, I bet.
And behind them is Phil and Mary from Naples. They got a lot of stuff.
I think I know who they are.
A lot of toys.
Yep. Neat stuff. Well, have fun.
You too.
I'm going to finish this video up. We'll see you later. All right. So there you go. The neat thing about ham radio is it's a fairly small community. So you end up running into a lot of people that you know. And like I said, that was Charles. He's from Fort Myers, which is about 2 hours away from here. So there you go. All right, I'm having a hard time with this thing. It keeps wanting to go down too far. I'm going to try to bring it up just a little bit more. There we go. All right, and we're kind of heading back towards the car. I just wanted to bring you guys by and show you these last few rows here. And there's another Motorola.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're starting to see VHF and UHF Motorola equipment is starting to become very reasonable because the market's starting to get flooded with it. Most of your departments now, your fire departments, police departments, they're all out of the UHF, VHF business right now, and all their repeaters and all their radios and everything else are hitting the market in auctions and surplus sales and things like that. And so as that happens, I just picked up a Motorola radio for $35. That radio brand new would have been $800. Now it's got a lot of use on it, but that doesn't really matter with a Motorola. You get very, very high mileage on a Motorola. All right, so there you go. Basically, that's it. You've pretty much seen the Hamfest here. We're kind of heading out towards the truck. I guess I'll save that last $16 for something else. There we go. It's always good to have a few dollars in your pocket. I got money on the credit card, but I made promise myself, which was kind of weird, but that I would not use my credit card today. That I walked in here with the amount of money that I had to spend. And that's what I have to do sometimes. I come in with the exact amount of money that I have to spend, and then I'm good. When I've spent it, I've spent it. And I'm not crazy. Like I said, I got $16 more, but I'm not going to go. There's actually things I could buy right now, but I don't need them. I'm trying to save my money for projects that I'm actually working on and things that I'm actually doing. All right. There's a few more over here on the way out that we'll take a quick peek at. I hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast today. All right, let's try something. All right, guys, this is basically the like the offices, I think, for the oh, I went the wrong way. I got to remember I'm looking in mirror image for the Florida Strawberry Festival right there. There you go. And this is like the main office there for the Florida Strawberry Festival. And I'll give you guys a quick little pano around here. You can see the big stadium off in the background there. Again, this is the Strawberry Festival Fairgrounds in Plant City, Florida, which is just east of Tampa. Tampa, of course, the Tampa St. Petersburg Clearwater area. And look to the right, you can see there's the the outdoor portion of the Hamfest right there. And then the parking lot. All right, so that's basically it, guys. That's in a nutshell. That's the that is the Tampa Hamfest, and I hope this new gimbal has worked out for you guys. I hope that it is it made the experience better. Yep, I think it's going to really improve my shows when I do. Anytime I'm holding the camera, just because I'm not steady, I'm not a real steady person, and so that way I can hold the camera steady. All right, so let's go back to my car, and let's go ahead and we're going to put the antenna on my car. That's the next thing we're going to do. We're not done yet. I'm going to put the antenna on my car. We're going to get things all set there, and then we are going to switch broadcasts. I'm going to broadcast from the car on the way back to where I'm staying tonight, up here in North Tampa. And so while I'm doing that, while I'm getting things set up on the car, I'm going to keep you guys with me. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the antenna up. I'm going to put it on the car. Yeah, isn't that something else? I love a good gimbal. And we basically, I'm going to go ahead and put the antenna on, and that way it'll, we can go ahead and see what the performance is like, because I have everything here to go ahead and put a ham stick on there right now, and it won't take us that long to do that. So I'm going to do that here in just a second. All right. So we're heading back out to the car here. All right. Now, here's the thing. The other thing is now that I've got this new mount, the problem with the old mount, I think, is the antenna got pinched. I think that's ending up what happened. I think the antenna actually got pinched. And so you can see the big antenna there on the back of the car. And I am going to be taking that off, and we're going to be putting on a different kind of antenna. All right, so I'm going to sit you guys right here. Okay, now I'll show you what we got. Okay, so what I purchased was this, okay? And what this is basically is a different kind of mount to go up on top. This is a pretty neat idea, really. Oh, it's because there's magnets here. Duh. Magnets. That goes on the roof of the car. This goes into the hole. We have to make sure that this fits down into the right screws. Let's see what she means by that. This mount's moving a little bit, so I'm going to put a washer on there when I get back. That'll stop that. That'll make it even more stable than it is right now. Okay, so here's our antenna. Here's our coax. There goes our bag. I'm gonna go stick this in here. This still has the connector for my new radio that I bought, and I'll show you guys that here in just a second. All right, so this is the fun part about ham radio is you can buy this stuff and you can walk right out in the parking lot. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you went and bought shoes and you just wanted to wear the shoes home. It's kind of like that. I buy something, I want to wear it home. And so there you go. All right, so we've got our parts here, okay? This goes up through the bottom here like that. And then this is very important. This has to fit down in the hole, okay? Because if without this isolator, it doesn't work, okay? So you have to make sure that the bottom of that isolator is down inside the hole so that it isolates the bolt from the hole. That's very important. All right. Now, I want to show you guys something. The wire on this got pinched, but also, look at this. It's rusting. That thing is only 35 days old. Heath, I don't know if you're in here, buddy, but do you believe that shit? I'm a little aggravated because I spent a little bit of money, not a lot, but that thing was like 50, 60 bucks. And I figured for 50, 60 bucks, maybe it would be something that would last a while. Anyway, I'm going to get out my 20 now. Later on today, I'm going to hook up the tar heel. We're going to do, when I get back, I'm going to hook up the tar heel and get it going. But for right now, just for the trip back, I'm going to use one of Heath's 20-meter ham sticks. This is, considers 20 meters. And we're going to put that on here. Now, this is the piece I've been missing. Remember, we went to every hardware store in the mountains. Do you guys remember that? For this. What makes this really cool, they've slotted the ends for a screwdriver, which helps. But this stud goes into this or into this. And then my tar heel, which is the adjustable antenna, goes on that. And we're going to be experimenting with that here in just a little while. But for right now, I'm going to put this on here, just like that. I need to get, I put this in my pocket before I lose it. It's getting warm out here, guys, believe it or not. We were all wearing jackets this morning. I'm wearing shorts right now and I'm hot. I can't wait to get back and put on some flip-flops. Getting to where I don't even like wearing shirts anymore. They're just so hot. I like that much better. And I'm going to tell you why I like that much better. Ground plane. When you have an antenna on the side of your trunk, the ground plane is lobed off to one side. When you have it in the center of the car like that, that is the optimal ground plane. Ham sticks specifically require a ground plane. And so there is no grounding on that antenna, really. I'm sure the plate at the bottom is negatively grounded, and the roof is negatively grounded, but that's how it gets that's literally the ground plane. So that goes on there like that. That looks nice up there. It's big. It puts me up another 2.5 feet than I was back here. It gives me a much more symmetrical ground plane, and I think it's going to be much better. So what do you guys think about that? So, the few things I have to do here to get this going. Hold on, guys. I'll see if I can get you a little bit closer here. All right. You can see how I got everything set up in here. I've got my tablet, my screen. I got a light for nighttime. I got my tablet. I got 2 phones that go up here, but both those phones are over here on this right now. And then I got my big radio, my little radio over here. You probably can't see it, but I got my little VHF radio right there, UHF, VHF. That 50 watts, nice little radio. TYT 7900. They're talking on SARnet right now. So there you go. And then, of course, I've got the big radio up here. But before we do anything with the big radio, we need to switch the antenna connectors because we're now using this antenna. And I purposely put the wire on this side because I don't want it anywhere near my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this wire up here under my seatbelt, and I'm going to run it along the ground down here, and I'm going to run it up this way. I don't really care if it interferes a little bit with this radio, but I don't want it interfering with my computer. That would be unacceptable. Wow, it's hot in here, and it's because I still had the heat on from this morning. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and release this a little bit so we can see the back of this radio. And then we're going to take this antenna connector out. Another thing, I'm going to try to keep it away from those USB cables and stuff too. You really don't want your HF antenna wire up against anything that's USB or anything that uses low voltage if you can help it, because you'll end up with your peripherals connecting and disconnecting and all that kind of stupid bullshit. And you don't need stupid bullshit. There's enough of that going on everywhere else anyway. All right, so now take this back here. What this does, you're probably wondering what this is all about. It keeps the radio on the dashboard. It's important that the radio doesn't fall in my lap. And so what this does is it keeps it on the dashboard. It holds it to the dashboard. It's like a bungee cord that's hooked to my air vent up there. And then all I do is I pull this out, believe it or not, and I just wrap it a few times to where it's tight. And that ends up holding my radio in place. There, holds it nice and tight up against. I got rubber up against the windshield to protect that. Got a mic clip down here to clip it in. And there we go. So now I'm going to run this wire up under here. And then down here. And I'll have to work on hiding this better later. All right, we're hooked up. We're on 20 meters. So let's switch the radio to 20 meters. I can do that in several different ways here. I normally just click here and run it up to 14. Oh, there's lots of noise here. All right. My God, is that because the car's running? No. That is an incredible noise floor. An absolutely incredible noise floor. All right. The noise floor here is absolutely crazy. Go down the band up into the voice part and see if it gets any better. God, there's a terrible noise floor here. So yeah, we're still at a noise floor up at 14,200. That's Slow Scan TV. Actually, no, I take that back. I don't think that is Slow Scan TV. 225. Upper side. 228. It likes the SWR. Radio check. 1, 2, 3. Radio check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That's good now. And I got a perfect SWR. Ham sticks are really good about SWR. All right, well, listen, guys, I got a couple things to do here at the Hamfest before I leave. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go back and talk to a few vendors. I've got a few dollars left in my pocket, and I'm going to check on another thing I saw there. Let me see if the guy's back. I want to talk to him. So I do have a few things I'm going to go do. I'm going to go ahead and sign off at this point. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm trying my best to provide not only different content, but also I'm also trying to provide content that's unique. Content that not anybody else is doing. All right, let's see how it goes. More than likely, I'll be coming back on live with a drive here in just a few minutes. Probably in about 30 minutes to an hour. All right. But there we go. It's on. That wire will eventually straighten out after it gets warm a few times. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Oops, crap. Okay. All right, guys, live from the Tampa Hamfest. This is going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. The food smells good coming from across the street. I don't know what kind of fair that is over there, but it sure smells good. All right, I'm going to run back in and walk around one more time just because I'm like that. But I'll see you guys in a little while. And I'm going to try to go live in the car. And then we're definitely on tonight at 9 o'clock for a special meteor shower version of the Sights and Sounds of Earth. I'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock, maybe in a little while too. I'm going to see how it goes, okay? We'll see you then. All right, everybody. This is Starship Adventures. My name is Ian, and thank you for coming along on the adventure, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.